Good morning. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and I'm so happy to be here talking about The Morning Show. Look, I know a lot of people actually aren't that jazzed about this series, but I am because it's the first series I've seen Hollywood do that's going to be portraying the Me Too movement. And I'm fascinated. I didn't use the word excited because I'm fascinated to see how they handle it. This series is coming to Apple TV Plus, which God knows if any of us will actually ever see it because I have no idea what this service is. They still have been keeping us in the dark since March as to where it's coming, how much it costs, how do we access it, all these things, what's really on it. They're just throwing $2 billion at programming, and I'm going to do another video about that later this week to try and talk about my frustrations and feelings about Apple TV Plus. But right now I want to focus on this story of The Morning Show because they've got the lovable, America's own Steve Carell is playing Matt Lauer. Well, a Matt Lauer type, let's be honest. The show, let's watch a little bit of this teaser. I don't want to play too much of it because I know when we play Goodbye Stranger, it's going to ding me tremendously. But here we go. This is the show, a morning show starring Jennifer Aniston, Reese, Witherspoon, and Steve Carell. But before I go to the article, let's watch a little piece of the trailer.
8 seconds to you. Cue her.
Good morning. I'm bringing you some sad and upsetting news. And while I don't know the details of the allegations,
She's throwing me under the bus.
Mitch Kessler, my co-host and partner of 15 years, was fired today.
Well, there you go. That's the series, and I don't want to get dinged by that music, but the show then follows the producers of the series as this all goes down. Carell dealing with the aftermath. Billy Crudup looks great. He looks like he's going to be a real good villain. Jennifer Aniston dealing with the aftermath of that, and then this upstart new reporter who's a new voice, more honest voice. Reese Witherspoon, who's younger, even though she's 7 years younger. I mean, they're pretty close. She comes in and threatens Jennifer Aniston's job, and they all love this drama behind the scenes. Jennifer Aniston doesn't like her. There's this scene in the trailer where they're gonna. She's like, "Look, the news media wants more people. The audiences want more honest people in the news media." And there's this quiet moment from Jennifer Aniston. Everyone's staring at her like, "Talk," because clearly Jennifer Aniston's not being honest, and Reese Witherspoon goes, honest people like you. And she goes, yeah, thanks. So clearly the reason I'm breaking this down, and I'm sorry not playing it just because YouTube doesn't let me if there's music, and it'll just ding it like crazy. Probably still will. But the point of the matter is there seems to be another side to Jennifer Aniston's character here that is alluding to the fact that she might not be the perfect person either. And that, to me, is the biggest, most important part of this show. If you're going to do a Me Too adaptation, which there are going to be countless, let's be crazy here. Of course, there's going to be many of them as Hollywood continues and this moves forward. But I hope they tell both sides fairly. Steve Carell clearly knew Matt Lauer. And my thumbnail, I went around and there was several clips of Steve Carell promoting his movies on the Today Show through Universal, Despicable Me franchises, etc. So he clearly knew some of what Matt Lauer is like, and I'm sure it's impossible to not be channeling some of that. Do you call and speak to Matt Lauer when you're going to portray a character like this? I hope he did, because the reality is, whatever you think of Matt Lauer, and I'm not here to get into the weeds of those accusations, what happened to him, and all that stuff. That's secondary to all this. The fact is, there's a fascinating, dramatic story to be told there, and especially from Matt Lauer's perspective. I have no clue. I can relate a little bit because I went through my own drama, but there's a lot to unpack there and really live in, and I'm sure Carell, who is a fantastic dramatic actor, not just comedically, but there's a lot to get there. So I'm fascinated to see how they portray it. I hope Carell plays it with sort of the gray areas and the complicatedness that it deserves. And it doesn't become a liberal hit job on, men in power. It seems like this show might delve into the drama and politics and power from both sides, male and female. And to me, then I'm intrigued. If they really can handle and do that deftly and tell a fascinating story with twists and turns and, multi-dimensional characters, then I'm intrigued. And I want to see how they handle it. The big problem is I don't know how to watch the show because Apple Plus is an anomaly to me of I don't know how you watch it, what it costs, what it's worth. This show, even as intrigued as I am, is not worth the price of a streaming platform by any means. So Apple TV is going to have to throw a lot more at it, and they do have some other shows in there, but I'll get into more of the breakdown of that later. I wanted to focus this video strictly on this idea of Steve Carell coming out to another TV show. Reese Witherspoon, Jennifer Aniston, these are big stars telling a story about a daytime morning show reckoned by this movement, by these allegations, by the lack of trust by one of their friends potentially. What do you think? Is this a fascinating story? It definitely could be. I lived through my own version of this, and by all means, I know there's some fascinating story to tell there, especially if you amp up and do even more drama from all other sides. So would you watch? Are you intrigued? Are you worried they're not going to handle it fairly? How would you want to see this portrayal done? Tell me down in the comments. Let's have a dialogue about it. I will, again, like I said, consider me open-minded to see how they handle this, and if they handle it well, then I will be a fan. If they don't, then clearly I won't. Tell me what you think again. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. We just made it to 100,000. Here's to 200,000 more. Couldn't do it without you. I'll be doing more videos all throughout the week, so stay tuned. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.